G'day mate and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, JD. So, we've got lots for the dupes to do. They're currently getting the mess tables in, we're getting some doors in, we need to up the priority on these, because as soon as they're done, we'll actually get that room bonus. It's 73 tiles, it's too big. So we need to pause, we need a priority. Oh, they're set to 9 already. 5. Actually, we don't need any of those actually done. We do need the sculpting block. And priority 7. We need these tiles filled in, which also means priority 7. I need that dug out. ASAP dupes. So, we're going to get those done. We need to look at the job chart. We need to see, do we have Valentine, who's an apprentice miner? Actually, jobs. So, Jebediah has done architect. We could maybe move to a gopher. So, an apprentice architect, hang on. Current morale 2, architect's minimum is 8. Yeah, so we're really limited to this tier and, in theory, this tier. We don't have quite enough, where are we? Vitals. We don't have quite enough to get anybody up to the next tier until this room's done. But we will put Jebediah over as a groundskeeper. So he will be more inclined to tidy things up. And as soon as Valentina has finished doing the mining, we'll put Valentina over to be an artist, and then she can start doing the paintings, providing we don't get another dupe, because we've got 1.3 cycles. So, you know, that's on the way as well. Other things we want to get done. We're going to go down to priority 3, so we can put things in without the dupes actually doing it. We want a pitcher pump. Again, right here. Because this is going to have to get done fairly soon. This water still has, you know, we got 2 tons of water, but we are going to start running out sooner or later. Oxygen's okay. Food shortage is never a good sign. Lice life. Do we have meal ice? We've got 5 meal ice, but no lice life. Jobs. No. Oh, Bill. Bill. Can I move Bill here? So Bill has learning 7. So Bill will learn things very, very quickly. We're going to move Bill across to artist. That didn't fix my food problem, but we do have a morale bonus from the mess hall, so that's something. Okay. Bill can still do research. Priorities, Bill. We will have you do art. So, research highest priority, art second priority. Supplies also second priority, so, you know, they're going to conflict a little bit. Cooking. We're going to have to move both Meep and WeRab. We're going to have to move both of them up to priority level 2, because we need somebody to cook. Desperately. So we're going to hope Meep or WeRab. We don't really mind. Preferably Meep. WeRab. Who don't know. Priorities. Meep. I told Meep to do it. Meep can't be bothered doing it. Oh, we're out of power. That's important. Delivered some coal. Done. Alright. We're getting things done out. Oh, no, we broke it again. Tiles, priority 8. And then, dig, priority 8. This, because we want that room bonus back. Research is still ticking away slowly. No, actually, I do want that now. That there. And then plumbing. We now have access to the liquid pump, which we can pop down. Oh, we got more liquid up here. No, we might capture this liquid. So we'll get a ladder. Priority 6. We don't actually want that there. And we need to actually start getting away from sandstone. Ooh, that's going to come into it. Okay, so let's not have a ladder there. Let's have a ladder there instead. Cancel this ladder. So anything at priority 1 just pretty much won't get done. Hopefully ever. Or at least till I change the priority scale. So I do want to dig all that out. And then potentially I want to dig all that out. But more importantly, that's going to be a ground. That's going to be a ground. That's going to be ground. And this is going to be ground. So then, same story. I can dig all that out. And plumbing. We can put a liquid pump down there. We need power. Wire. I need all that way. All that up across, down, into there. We'll have to get plumbing pipes. All the way back as well. And we're just going to leave that there for the moment. Alright. Priority 2. Because they were not meant to change. Priority 2. We just want them to do this. We will dig that out. That's all priority 1. That's all priority 1. We'll get some more priority 6 in here. We'll get some priority 6 digging along here. Unfortunately, Valentine has nothing to do but dig. So she's going a little bit crazy with the digging, getting everything done. Okay. Research. Where is... We want decontamination, which means we need advanced research. So we're just going to have to start ticking off what research is left. Automatic control we probably don't have a need for yet, because it needs refined metal, which obviously we don't have, because it's hidden behind the rock granulator. So let's get the advanced research done, so at least we can do advanced research, providing something comes up. And then we'll try and tick off all the rest of the basic research before we go too much further. Oops. Priority 1. Disable. Please have an artist. Zero creative. Zero creative. Zero creative. Okay. Second priority. A cook. Zero cooking. Zero cooking. Zero cooking. That doesn't help. We have an anemic loud sleeper who's a pacifist who's a quick learner. Anemic is athletics -5. They did start with +5 and then -5 gives us 0, so we can at least accept that. A loud sleeper basically means they're going to need their own bedroom. Pacifist means they can't do combat. Doesn't really worry us. And a quick learner is actually handy because we got some extra bonus at learning. Supply. is strength, is tied to strength, so actually not so bad. Max. Bottomless stomach, we're just going to avoid them. Flatulent just means they fart a lot, which means we're going to deal with natural gas. Your interests are research and building. Building with no bonus to building. Research with no bonus to learning. So Ellie is actually not that bad. And we need another dupe. You know, food is stabilized. We're at the point where we need some more. So we're going to call in Sun Nova to come help out. As always, Sun Nova, thank you for being a subscriber over on Twitch. Come help out the base, and hopefully you don't get killed in the process. Now, first things first, Sun Nova likes to be a gopher, which is supply. We'll accept supply. We want priority. We want 7. We need that done sooner rather than later. We need all this done. We need that done. Priority 6. Yeah. Valentine is not quite finished their digging degree. They're getting close, but not quite there. And as you can see, we've definitely got a problem with these terrariums. They require a lot of emptying. They require a lot of manual work, which is unfortunate. But we're getting access to more things, so we've got more things to dig. We are going to finally start tidying up the base. So, sedimentary rock is fine. As I think I said at the start of the episode, I do want to have... That's it. That's it for those materials. I do want to have... duplicates move to different schedules. No, we're fine. I do want to have extra... extra sections marked out for corridor for what's the words I want? For utilities. So this level here we're going to call a utility level. So it's going to give me room to run pipes and all sorts of things through here. This one here as well will end up being a utility run as well. Alright, both of this one and that one will both be used to run utilities. Right at the moment we just need somebody to get in here and dig all this out and build all the ladders and pipes and all the other fun stuff so we can get across here to get this water pump done. Because water pump will give us a proper bathroom, which will be the next step down here, getting a proper bathroom up and running. WeRab is producing food. Food is definitely making its way down here. Because it's in a sterile environment, we can now see that it is fresh, stuck at fresh 88%, and will not decay at all. It's perfectly happy at that amount and won't move. Okay, so we want brute force refinement, which lets us get the rock granulator, which will let us convert some of our okay copper into some better copper. Probably 8. I need 2 of these built. I need 2 of these built sooner rather than later. Okay, I want to store. First off, I'm going to tick everything. Then we're going to go through and we're going to untick things we don't want. So I don't really want eggs stored in storage. I do not want... Actually, I think I want everything else stored. Yep, because we haven't had to deal with any of it yet. And then I'm going to set this to priority 4. So the idea of priority 4 is if a dupe is free and they have nothing else to do, they'll get on with priority 4 work. So I'm also going to set a sweep command for everything in the bedroom to be swept up. Because I want it swept up. I want it dealt with. I want everything in the eatery to be dealt with. We do need to look at the decor overlay. So, sculpting block is +6. We need to actually have it made look pretty. Which jobs Valentina can now do, and so can Bill. So, art student. Both Bill and Valentina can now... Whoop, wrong one. Art. Bill and Valentine. I'm going to up the priority on that one. And no, we really want Bill to be really, really stuck in our research. We want that research done as fast as possible. And if they're all waiting to be emptied or filled, that means... Yeah, that means research is not happening. These are all set to 6, so that means they should be faster. Well, they should be a higher priority. They should get dealt with more often. Once we get this plumbing done, it means we can then start looking at a proper bathroom. And actually we needed a refinement. Nope. It's still being researched. So these have been unlocked. We do want a sink, but I need to clear this out first. Supercomputer. We do need a supercomputer. We're going to pop that right in there with a priority 6 electrical wire, again priority 6, just tag that in there, get that done. Only at 1% do we actually get on the treadmill, otherwise this hopefully kicks in at 10%. And the idea is, and this has been the idea for a long time, is this outputs power. The amount of coal they fill it up is hopefully enough that the battery charges up, we don't overcharge and waste the coal in here, charging a circuit that power's got nowhere to go. Unfortunately, that's about what's about to happen. That needs to be done as a high priority. Yeah, we're still producing power into a battery in a circuit that's full. Actually, we just finished the research. So let's get filtration done. And we can build a rock granulator, which needs 240 watts worth of power. That's fine. We're going to throw it there because it's temporary. It is not going to stay there. And we're going to pop that in there. Tomorrow, it seems. Tomorrow. Oh! Sunnova was a loud sleeper. Sunnova gets moved up there. Valentine is going to get moved to there. Because we need that separation. Sunnova is going to have to get their own bedroom. Or, actually... So... We're going to call this Narco. Because that's for a narcoleptic. We can add a new schedule. And call it Loud. And we can move Sunnova over to the Loud schedule. And 3 bedtime, 2 downtime, everything else becomes work time. And bath time is straight after bedtime. So Sunnova will only be here being a loud sleeper whilst everybody is awake doing things. Problem solved. Okay, this can all be built. This one we can copy settings into there. We've upped the priority on these, so these have all been emptied. We have good oxygen flow, really, really good oxygen flow. We still have a little bit of carbon dioxide pooling down here. And the answer for that one will be priority 5 ladder. Already 5 dig. We just tunnel from there to there. And that way this CO2 can fall this way as well as this way. Because it's just... CO2... Gases that float go up and to the left. Gases that sink go down and to the right. Okay, we need... Decor overlay. So masterpiece is 24. Alright, and Valentine is happily pumping out masterpieces. So I need this priority 9. I need a painting. Super high priority. I need a mess table out of granite. Right there. And then I'm going to need Valentine to come do this one. Again, super high priority and get it painted. No, it doesn't matter. It's not actually done. Priority 9. And hopefully Valentine gets up here fairly quickly. And gets this done. This rock. Yeah, it really doesn't bother you that Supernova's a loud sleeper because it's daytime. And you're not asleep. Alright, research. Whoop, wrong one. Research. Air systems, which will give us the electrolyzer, which lets us turn water into power, which is great. Providing we've got a surplus of water, which we don't. This one's almost empty. This one's not great either. We have almost tapped this one, which will definitely get us out of trouble. But we need to run a plumbing system and do all sorts of things. So, one problem at a time. And this is why these episodes are so quick and so back-to-back, because we're still in the early game, where there's lots of things that are happening very, very, very quickly. Priority 9. I have no idea. So this comes out as a masterpiece. This is a sculpting block. So a sculpting block generally requires more effort. So we went from a mess hall with a morale of 5 to a great hall with a morale of 6. All we've managed to do is get Valentine with skills, creativity 4. Art student +2 with a skill level of +2. So there's a good chance, actually. Jobs. No. When Valentine finishes this one entirely, she keeps the trait, right? Can work on blank canvases and sculpting block. Going up to the next level just gives them, you know, it gives them more creativity, which will speed up the process at which they carve blocks or paint paintings, but they won't get any better quality artwork. Unless that, so we've got a quaint sculpting block with a decor of 24 and a decor of 24. I don't believe the sculpting blocks you actually get a masterpiece level at all, but I could be wrong. As I said, it's a new update, things are changing. Right, plumbing. We want some plumbing out of igneous rock. Doesn't matter what it's out of, we just need to bring it down here for the moment. We need you to have a floor, because that's important. And we need copper. Okay, so this turns our copper ore into our copper, so it refines the material. The catch is, half of the copper ore gets turned to sand. So that is something you have to be aware of. You need emptying, so priority 1, disable. We need those flushing bathrooms like now. Pretty much. We are very, very much at the stage of we need flushing bathrooms. Because flushing bathrooms will let us do a pile of things. Research. Almost finished. Food safety, mastery, research. Yeah, we're getting there bit by bit. Soggy feet, wire. We all plugged in? Yeah, it looks like it. Yep, pipe's blocked because it doesn't actually connect to anything. So, first things first, unfortunately, we need to deconstruct you. Research is done. Get that one done. Plumbing. We want... No, hang on. It's on a medical. It's a sink. Same story. Max priority. Plumbing. We want to bring the liquid pipe in. Take it along the ground level. Hook up that to the bottom. And then that to the top. And actually, we're going to cancel this pipe. Liquid pipe out of igneous rock. Swap over to obsidian. Bring it up to there and across to there. Because our return pipe is going to come up to here and across to there. With a liquid vent at the end. And a liquid bridge there. Again, liquid pipe. Liquid pipe. Tiles. Build that in. Sub priority. We want a 6 at least. All of this. Because we need that done. And we need you you are a higher priority. Yeah, we got coal, we just needed somebody to actually pop it in. As you can see, this sweep task at priority 4, we're not going to get to it. We're not going to get to it in any hurry. It'll take a while before we get there. But we've got food, so we've got food handled, we've got oxygen handled. In fact, we've got a lot of oxygen. We'll actually disable that building. Because it's not as efficient as these are. These, don't forget, they're using up clean water to make polluted water, but they're not using up much, so it doesn't really matter too much. It's a very, very good conversion ratio. We just need this pipe done. Research. All that research is done. So, we want to start decontaminating. So we want a deodorizer, which will turn our polluted oxygen into clean oxygen. We also want a carbon skimmer to get rid of the carbon dioxide. An ore scrubber, which will clean germs off our ore. And a proper mechanical airlock. The other thing we're going to need... A smart battery would be helpful. Ranching, agriculture. Nope. Nope. Plumbing is there and there, so it's a water sieve. So a water sieve, it turns our clean water into our polluted water into clean water by running it through sand. So we're going to get the decontamination first, and then we're going to get our water sieve with our algae distiller, refined slime and algae, canister emptier, empties gas canisters back into the world, and a canister filler automatically stores pipe gas in the canisters for manual transport, along with a water sieve. So that's our next real big step. That and getting the sink hooked up. That's really important, and nobody's doing anything about it. They're all dawdling around having naps. We still have a problem with there's too much to do and not enough tubes to do it. Smart battery also wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, we've gone down a lot of coal in the last couple of episodes. Counting on the fact that we're also producing coal from every one of these hatches that are wandering around the map. We also haven't done this in a while. Probably 9. Water harvest. Turn it on for everything. Okay, we need to have a look around for clean water, and I see nothing. Nothing at all. We need to cheat and bring up the temperature overlay because we're looking for any volcanoes that could be around. And volcanoes, you'll see 4 squares in a dead straight line that are a different color. Normally to their surrounding stone. So we're going to hope and pray and have no luck whatsoever. But we can see that this is a colder biome. Which doesn't really help us, but it does exist. And probably if we're going to find water, there's a good chance it'll be down in a colder biome. At the same time, we need to look at the germ overlay, because we want to avoid germs as much as possible for as long as possible. So it's something else we're going to keep mindful of. Yeah. Okay, looks like we're going to have to go north in our search for water. Alright, this is enough. Priority 7. Priority 7. Priority 7. D, priority 6. Get rid of that. Because, oh crap. All the toilets are full. That's not good. And our plumbing's not hooked up yet, so we can't. And nobody's bothering to empty these things. Yep, made a mess. There's the first one. Because nobody bothered to empty a toilet. We're going to deconstruct that one. Priority 9. One, two, 3 wash basins, which will give us 5 toilets. Plumbing. Lab. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, right in there. So 3 toilets, 1 lavatory, plumbing, liquid pipe in there. Yeah, we're gonna have to fall back to sandstone. There. We're gonna have to dig this out. Nobody wants to dig anything out. Like, even these pipes are not finished. Priority 9. Priority 9 means do it now. Because we need this pipe done so we can get clean water into the sink. So people can wash their hands. There we go. Somebody else is peeing down the freaking ladder again. Made a mess times 2. Oh, there's more mess. Okay, so we're out of the city. Plumbing. Granite. I really don't care what it's made out of. It just has to connect up. Like, igneous rock. Didn't I just use that up there? Made a mess. It's another one. You made a mess. Mop. Priority 9. Oh yeah, that's spilling the whole way down. Yeah, because nobody can be bothered to clean out a bathroom. Oh, priorities. I don't know if it's tidy, so we'll just max out tidy. And we're going to max out operate as well. Because I'm not sure which one it is, whether it's a tidy to mop. Well, mop is definitely tidy. But empty toilets. I'm not sure if it's a tidy thing or if it's a operate thing. And yes, I realise how silly it would be to operate a cleaning out the dunny. But, you know, we have covered how stupid dupes are, have we not? If we haven't, we will, trust me. It will be covered. You'll see as we go along. Oh yeah, we already had somebody stick their head in a thing and not be able to get it out. Okay, so that's running, that's running, that's running. We're going to put down a tile here. Here. Dig this out. And we should, in theory, have a flushable loo. I'm going to set that up to priority A, because we're going to need to start getting this polluted water out of here and up there. We need refinement, a compost heap, priority 9, whack again here. Because all our polluted dirt that we've now emptied from all our outhouses needs to actually go somewhere. That's done. Okay, so clean water down into both the sink and the toilet. When somebody uses the toilet or uses the sink, the dirty water will flush out here and out to our little liquid vent and get dumped down. As seen right here. Liquid up, liquid out, liquid in here, liquid drop. Done. We're making progress. Yeah, it has required me to set everything with ridiculously high priorities, but we're going to deconstruct that one, deconstruct that one, deconstruct that one. We are going to set all of this to priority 9. Deconstruct that door. We are going to put in another pneumatic door over here with a priority 9 tile and plumbing, a lav with some plumbing. And I just realised that everything's still set to priority 9, so this is probably a little bit of overkill, but it's alright. Going to deconstruct the sink as well, because we've done our step 1. We've automated all that stuff. We got this research done. We need a water sieve desperately, because we've started making polluted water, which means, you know, in vast quantities flushing the toilet. So it means we now need to deal with it in vast quantities whilst flushing a toilet. Priority 7, take that out. Oxygen, we have unlocked the deodorizer. So I'm going to place these around, probably not priority 4, 10, just a priority 4 will do. Just going to pop them around, just anywhere I see this yellow greenish gas. It's more green than yellow, I don't know why I said yellow. Just to get rid of it. Priorities. Operate. Back to standard. Tidy. Back to standard. Sub-priority. I'm going to turn all these down to 5. Because it looks like dupes coming down here and they're dumping in 10 kilos of water at once. We don't need 10 kilos of water at once. We need 50 kilos of water at once. That pitcher pump is officially dead. So we need new water. We need a new clean source of water. Which again is going to cause hassles because we have no idea where it is. We also need a smart battery, which we haven't unlocked yet. am I missing? 2 bits of pipe. 3 bits of pipe. 4 bits of pipe. Done. We've got lots of toilets. Priority 9 deconstruct, please. Plumbing, no. Medicine, sink. 1 there. I'd love to put a second one in, but it won't let me. Liquid pipe. In there. Into there. There we go. Medical, wash basin, no. Medical, sink, in there. I heard a noise. I don't know what the noise was, but it sounded horrible. Put that in there, put that in there. Sub priority, oh that's 4. Let's go to 9. 9 means make it now. Alright. Food is climbing. Water's getting dealt with. Slowly. Bathrooms now done. Great Hall's done. We've started on the sweeping effort. So all, half it's been swept up so far. Which will increase our decor rating. We need another bedroom because we've basically maxed out on our dupes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we could put 1 more dupe in this cot. This one is pretty much preoccupied as long as Sun Nova has a room, because Sun Nova is a loud sleeper. He is a snorer. A full volume snorer. Not even a half volume snorer. He's going all out. Full volume. Okay. That is set to priority 8. Trying to find a way to force the dupes to come do something like this, short of me going through and sweeping everything manually. 3. Well, built now, so you can paint the damn thing now. But like, there's all polluted water down here that we want taken up there. There's all this polluted water we want taken up there. There's things to do, dupes, that don't involve painting. Painting's great and all, but, vitals. So we now have a 10 at least morale boost. So it means we need a better scientist. Bill, you get back to doing science. Oh, how far were you in art student? Bill. Not far enough. Okay. Meep and Sun Nova. So Meep can go on to... Meep. Mate, I thought you already mastered something. Haha, we've done Gopher. Mate can go on to being a courier. Sun Nova's mastered courier, so he could go on to be a Gopher, so he could go on to be a courier. Meep also has an interest in architecture, which is building. Are we short on building? We're also short on cleaning. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to send him down to be a grounds keeper. So this tidy job, because we have a lot of things that need to be tidied up. Also, it's a permanent +2 to strength, which never ever hurts. If you get into a duking match with the duke next to you, you always want to make sure he has as much plus strength bonuses as possible. We're going to open that door. We're going to open that door. It's all these little deliveries of water that's really hurting us. We can automate this system, and we're going to. We're definitely going to very, very shortly. Plumbing. How long are we in? 45 minutes. No, we're not going to automate it. We'll do that in the next one. That's upgraded to a washroom. That's a recreational room. That's a great hall. That's a barracks. Where else they spend time? So we can build a massage clinic, but there is no point because we've got 0 stress. A med bay, which would help if we get sick. We're going to try and avoid getting sick. Power plant, stable are all things that we haven't really researched yet. We've got a rec room. So really, the next things is really clean up as much as possible. Get through more research as fast as possible. And then see where we go from there. So, like I said, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoy. And I will catch up with you in the next one. Alright, bye!